Hi, Jason Hoevelmann, Fire Chief with the Florissant Valley Fire Protection District. And today we want to talk about grass fires and the dangers that they can pose, especially this time of the year when the winter's just getting over, the grass and the bushes are still dormant, they're still dry. The ground can be muddy, it can be wet, but the top fuels of the actual twigs and stems, they're still dry and dormant. It's easy to light off. People like to burn their grass off. They like to burn some of the rubbish or leaves left over from the fall and winter. However, you need to make sure you pay close attention to the St. Louis County ordinance and whatever municipality you're living in, Florissant city ordinances, to make sure that it's legal or not legal to burn in those particular areas before you do any of that type of burning. And you want to be real careful about where you do that, because a lot of these houses have combustible siding. It's vinyl, it's plastic, it's wood, and it doesn't take a lot for a fire to get out of hand. And we have seen in recent weeks in our region small trash and rubbish fires that have gotten away from the containers and have burned down buildings, residential buildings in the process. It's important that if you do burn and you're allowed in your area to do so, that you keep a hose nearby, that you make sure there's not wind as we've got today to make sure it doesn't get away from you. And you want to look at what the weather's going to be like when you're done, because you may have embers in that yard or in the material you're burning, that it's not windy during the day, but then the nighttime the wind kicks up, it lights up those embers and it can blow it to places you don't want it to go to. So be careful if you're allowed to do that in your jurisdiction. And if you've got recreational fires or something accidental, watch where you're flicking cigarette butts and other types of things that are hot. You're doing hot work on a car, sparks. We want to be real careful with how we treat those types of actions and operations so that we don't cause an undesired fire.
And if anybody has any questions, the telephone number is
314-837-4894.
And when in doubt about whether you should call 911,
Always call.
Okay, thanks, Chief.
You bet.